Some of you have seen this, but I don't think you've seen me explain it. Bounce, 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 explode into a lunge position. Bounce, 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 explode, come down and lunge. Stu, it's all blurred together. Stu was talking about eccentric, right? Absorbing force. For those of you who concentric, eccentric, this is the way I remember it. Concentric is this, eccentric is that. I don't know if you know this, but if you curl a heavy weight and somebody took the bar from you and curled it again, and curled it again, you'd have no soreness the next day. You know that? But if you did this, that's where the soreness comes. I've always heard that the eccentric is more important than the concentric. Eccentric is also the absorption of force. Bounce, 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 explode. Land in a lunge position. That's absorption. Bounce, 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 explode. Land. We didn't know what to call these. Anything that seems obscure, so we just call them Russian. So these are called Russian lunges. I really lack formal training, so my naming is probably weird. Star jumps, another X factor thing. We jump up into a star. How many do we do? 5 of them. And then kids have to rest for about 30 seconds. Just explosive. Here's some hip mobility. Everybody does this. But my kid's doing better. Everybody does this. Check out his focus. Do you think he could do that if he was talking? There's no way. Total, by the way, this original video I called the 30-second or 30-minute sprint workout. You can do all this stuff in 30 minutes and then go home. Outstanding focus. Now there's other things you can do. Of course, you can look them up. There's 100 videos. This is over. You guys have seen all of these. But the important thing is focus and moving the arms correctly. This is lateral over. Working on picking up the feet, hip mobility, doing things differently. Now, you can't really tell what we're doing these depth jumps. But this is, once again, trying to stick a landing. Are you very good at these, Marcels?
I was decent.
Yeah, you weren't very good, but let's see. Oh, get up on that chair. We'll do just a walk up the steps. Don't fall or anything. Okay. And just show what we mean by sticking the landing. Now, realize I've only had 4 days with this guy. Okay? Oh, God, be careful. Is it? Oh, you feel yourself falling forward?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Good. That's all we're talking about. The absorption of force. Now, have a seat. I can explain the rest. We do it not off of a rickety chair. Instead, we do it, there's some portable bleachers. And so we walk up to the third bleacher and we step off. There's none on my Twitter site yet. But we step off in like absorption of force. It's cool that Stu brought up Adam Archuleta. I mean, if you haven't seen his video, it's unbelievable. What was it, 10, 15 years ago? But it's unbelievable. The stuff that they had him doing. He was like jumping off of like boxes like this high and sticking landings. And I'll never forget asking Corpus, why do people do that? And he said, because whatever we can absorb, we can generate. Got it. Whatever we can absorb, we can generate. So then what my kids start doing is they start jumping higher. instead of stepping off, they jump off that top, and then they stick the landing. And then I encourage them to do 180s. I tell them, the way you land, for some reason, one time when I was a little kid, I threw a cat off of a roof. And it was so cool because the cat just stuck the landing. And somehow the words "feed the cats" popped into my head, and I knew that someday I would be presenting talks on "feed the cats." But anyway, but if you think about it, what are cats good at? Absorbing force. Cats are also good at taking off. So we want to be more cat-like. Oh, and then once you get good at 180s, what else can you do? Are you creative? 360. What else can you do? Backflips. Don't try that unless you're pretty good at it. We've had our high jumper can do a backflip, but he can't stick the landing yet. But he's working hard at it. Sticking the landing off of a backflip off of 3 bleachers. We tried, you can't jump, but you just step off. We've had nobody be able to do it. We all tried with just 1 bleacher. Step off and stick a 1-footed landing. Get creative. Like, you don't want to jump real high and stick a 1-footed one, you'll break your leg or something. So anyway, absorption of force. They start messing around here. Oh, okay, sticking a lunge landing. He didn't stick it. All right, come on, we're about done. He didn't stick it. Actually, this is very Archuleta here. These are push-ups where we are absorbing force. Now, do you remember what Stu was talking about? They're doing like bar drops and catching it. What else do they do? Some other type of catches. They said that the most important part of the clean is this, the absorption of the force. Absorbing the force. So doing the bounce, I call them bouncy push-ups, and we used to call them Archuletas, where you bounce back and forth, because those are the kinds of things he was doing. Archuleta would be on the bench press, and he'd have it up here, and he'd drop the bar and catch it. He'd catch it, and it's kind of like he was doing plyometrics with weights. I believe the guy was Jay Schroeder. Crazy training, but it's good stuff. None of this stuff is too hard. This isn't bouncy, but once again, maybe you see some of this stuff on Twitter or something, say, hey man, I'm gonna try that tomorrow. You're just looking for things that are general strength. Here's another one. General strength. I love the thing now, I've heard it so many times lately, about, Franz Bosch says a lot about letting kids discover ways of doing things. By making them do something they've never done. It's cool. That's good stuff. Franz Bosch said something about if he was coaching bad hitters, he'd have the guy hit the ball, grab a new bat, hit the ball, grab a bigger bat, hit the ball, grab a light bat. Making him figure out, instead of doing the same damn thing every day, make him figure stuff out. So that's what we're doing on X Factor Day. All right, get going. Oh, okay. This is embarrassing. When I first started, these are PVC pipes. Don't do that. Somebody will break their leg. I use just wooden strips now. These are my version of wickets. I get tired of setting up the wickets when people hit them. I got 50 guys. And so I just put strips of wood down. And I will put them at 1.9 meters, which is 2 yards. Sometimes I'll put them shorter where they have to get down quicker. But what I found is even a strip of wood, these are like little PVC pipes which roll, that's stupid. But anyway, the strips are perfect. You never have to put them back up. And kids will step over them just like they're wickets. And I think that any sprint program that's not doing wickets, Chris Corfus said today, or yesterday, that he doesn't call them wickets. They're mini hurdles to him. All right? I've been doing this for 20 years. Basically, once again, you're just picking up your feet. What Chris does a lot of is this. Holds a crowbar above the head. Why? Lateral chain. And we run better when we're tall, when our ribs are up, and all this is tight and stiff. We get good stiffness through here. That's all good. So he does this. We just put our hands up. Sometimes we lift things. Have you ever heard of a pistol run? Go through the wickets. It's fun. Go through the wickets and you got a pistol in your hand. Not a real pistol. You know, you get arrested for that. But like you got a pistol like this, and you have to go through fast with good front side adherence without doing this. Crazy. It's fun. You know how many times we'll do that this year? Once. Or maybe twice. I don't know. I think I heard, unless I may have dreamed this, but Chris talking about hugs. Did I dream it, or you ever heard of hugs? Okay, he said it? Okay. So he'll go through like this. So think of all that. And what are we doing? We're forcing people to figure stuff out and doing different things. Remember, my Monday, all winter, my Mondays and Wednesdays are very, very repetitive. I mean, we've done the same thing years and years. We do our drills. It takes 15, 20 minutes. Everybody does 340s. Then they go to the weight room. I try not to think about it. All right. Okay, here's some guys going through. These are, I think, 1.9 meters. The tall, that's my youngest son, Quinn. They're just holding up a PVC pipe. Chris thinks a 10-pound crowbar is perfect. He used to fill up PVC with water. Once again, this lateral chain type stuff. Lateral chain, good. Notice it's all about front side mechanics here. All about front side. Now we will do this probably once a week forever. I'd say in one of our X Factor workouts every week we do this. Once again, he has too much backside going on. This guy's pretty good. I think this guy here, he has a stride about 2.3 meters, so he has to be real choppy through here. He's an incredible strider. Driving those knees high, forcing kids to do things that are different. Come on, it's getting too repetitive here. Move forward. We're almost done with this part. Here's our time 40s, just so you get a look. This is back before Freelap when I had an optical system. Of course, I bought the one that Corfus had, and it was, there's a guy starting a 40. We start from an upright position. The last 10 meters is time with my optical system. It's just one after one. I really believe in solo 40s. I do not want anybody to be competing in any of these. I want these guys to be experimenting. I want them to think about what they're doing. We don't compete ever until the season. Ever. Oh, I guess we do compete. We compete against numbers. We compete against numbers. So that's what this our track. It's like 6 lanes. There's me. I put my stopwatch up when I'm ready for the next guy. Bang. Then I jot down both times. Put my hand back up. That means we're ready to go again. All that.